Yeah, Keith, have you listened to that Danger Club podcast yet? Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? Oh my God.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Which way did the girl go?
What's your name?
My name's Pocket Meat John.
I kick him in the balls.
Danger Club, come on, let's go.
No, quiet! Enough. You tried to escape us. This is not the way that you should be acting. Come along.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I think maybe it's best if we keep Iker away from all of you.
I've bought stuff to kill the undead. Did you not, Fulton?
My axe.
I'm gonna buy the world!
It sounds so dangerous.
I'm so confused about who hates who now.
The adventure continues now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Turn that back down. Carry on, it's alright. Dan just blew my head off right then, just to let you know if you're listening. I'll tell you what, do a hello again, because we don't want this bit.
Don't want that bit? No. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
I've adjusted it. Don't you adjust.
To my normal place.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm losing. Right. It's got to be. A hello's got to be spontaneous. We can't just.
You don't worry about you. I'll worry about the sound.
Oh, you worry about me. What am I worrying about then?
Yeah.
All right, you worry about me. All right. I'll worry about Drummond. Drummond, you worry about Ross.
Okay.
Ross, you worry about Scott. And Scott, you just keep us supplied with snacks.
Don't you worry about me. Don't you
worry about me. When you walk on by,
when you call my name,
Garrigo!
then I walk on by.
Garrigo?
I do not see you,
and I say la 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 la.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast. So, I was looking back through the episode order, looking right back to episode 20. A matinee of life and death. Remember that? The one back?
Yeah.
That was when you finished looting the Gilded Hands Thieves Guild back in Ilsurian and officially completed the Murder's Mark adventure. And now, all this time later, on episode 36, you are about to set foot in the Gosmuth Ossuary. So, thank you to everyone who voted for this to be our second adventure. Thank you for your incredible patience.
It's kind of our third, in a way.
16 episodes, man.
We've had an entire sort of bridging adventure in the middle, but I think we followed some interesting little stories with everyone there. So, we are going into this adventure with a more interesting party than we maybe would have otherwise.
I feel like I've grown as a person, so yeah.
Oh, I think so. I think we literally all have during this time.
aged.
Well, are we going into this this new adventure? I know Rez is the last game I think we played, but as a broken party. There's quite a lot of tension going into this dungeon, isn't there?
Not broken yet. On the cusp.
On the cusp.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the Godsmith to break us.
I did think actually when we were sort of peeking out at the tension and the conflict, we were having arguments through a shattered door in that hotel, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. A lot of people listening.
Symbolic, yeah.
Symbolism.
Well, what?
What? Do you say slimbless?
Well, I'm a sylph, so I'm trying out sort of.
You can't just blag that sylph just sticking an extra L into their words. No, it's slimlism. I'm just going to the slops.
Yeah, 36 episodes in, mate. You can't try and.
Would anyone like some sausages?
Oh look, don't fight the system. All right, it's just
I'm going to go back and re-record all of Dark Michael's dialogue now.
Yeah.
So should we find out? Find out what lies in the Gosmuth Ossuary.
Sounds like a good idea.
Off an adventure. Okay, so we jump back into the Augur Temple. I'm afraid that Shuffles is now dead. He was already dead, but now he's dead, which is a shame. We've lost so many. We lost Shappy LaRue. We lost Balls the Badger.
That's some really good names going on there.
Yeah,
and so many.
What was it? Fluffy? No,
Scruffy and Fleabag.
Scruffy and
We
Fleabag.
lost them.
They're not dead.
themselves.
They didn't die.
You
No,
let them go.
but I mean, they've gone. I want
You
everyone to
white-fanged them.
tweet if you are sad about any of the NPCs that we've lost.
It's all going to be Fardine again. Who want
Yeah.
Fardine back?
Bring back Fardine.
Fardine.
Well, he never
Hashtag.
died.
Hashtag
He never
bring
died.
No,
You
but
get-
I mean, as in like bring him
Yet.
back into. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Fardine.
He will come back.
Fardine,
I mean,
end of campaign boss. His mini bosses are Scruffy and Fleabag.
Yes.
Yeah,
Den.
and I can't think that Shuffle's going to be high up the list because he didn't actually say anything.
Hashtag
No, it wasn't what he
bring
said. It
back
was how he looked.
Shuffles.
Hashtag Snuffles for Shuffles.
So, with Freya in tow and being led by the priestess of Pharasma, who gave you your mission, Valenthe Naricia, you're making your way back out of the Augur Temple. As you are passing one of the alcoves where one of the large trolls is sat, the troll looks up and stares at all of you, as if it's almost looking straight through you, and then reaches out and gestures towards you with a huge hand, just gestures, beckons for you to come over.
Approaches.
I see your future.
Caragor disappointedly sighs for a minute. Oh, I thought you were going to say something else
Would you know what lies ahead for you?
Ja, was ist
Yes,
das?
please.
The price is 10 gold pieces.
Have it.
Forget
There
it.
you go.
Don't-
And he takes the coins from Fulton.
I will read your future in the entrails.
You're going to use Fulton for that as well because I'm all for.
He takes a large curved dagger lying in the dust next to him, and then stabs himself in the stomach, rips the blade across, and his guts just pour out in front of him onto the ground and just lie there steaming. He then picks them up in his hands and begins staring at them. And as he does, you can see already the sides of the cut are beginning to start to close. He quickly gazes at them for a moment as they sort of steam, and just the smell is just awful there. And for a moment, he looks at them and says,
You are embarking on a grand endeavor. Your grave is here in Camarga. You are a family of sorts. And one of your family will never leave this city.
he pulls the guts back into himself, and the slit closes back up.
There is one more thing.
He beckons Fulton closer. Someone who gets gold reaches down and whispers something in your ear. The thing he whispers makes little sense to you at the moment, but at one point during this adventure, you may roll 2 dice and take the better result. So you have advantage on 1 dice roll at some point during this adventure, and it'll be because something he's just told you will make sense.
Ooh.
So you
Nice.
get a little insight into your future.
You've got a lot of guts.
Good one, Em.
Look, there's no need to troll the man. I mean, good heavens.
That's not so good.
Well, this has been very helpful to us. I was thinking of maybe getting a property here, so maybe it will be me that does not leave. Yes, I quite like the city.
Hey, you can always change your future
Last
as well.
night,
Anyway,
you were really worried about being here. This is such a blip of
What?
What?
Yeah.
Now you want to buy
You
a
know, I'm
house?
just trying to make you feel better about yourself. You fuck off the fucking lot of you, Jesus Christ.
I don't understand. What's gotten into you,
I
Sinead?
think
why
Sinead
are you
has-
so cranky?
Still having
Have you not noticed me be cranky before?
Yes,
Well, yeah,
you
but-
seem-
Yeah, but you're extreme levels of it.
Look, I think she's still a bit hungover. Let's give her a bit of time. It's all right. She'll-
Well, thank you very much, Em.
it's all right.
Freya, is this where we leave you?
Well, I'll take you down to the bottoms, and then I'll leave you when you get to the temple.
I mean, hang on, wait. Hang on. Do you... Have we got another guide? We have, haven't we? Naricia.
Naricia's with it. I'm still here.
Yeah, you're right. How you doing?
She'll guide you to the actual ossuary itself. I've never been in there. They wouldn't let the likes of me in the temple.
Why not?
Freya, sorry, I just... Some people before that have guided us, or as they say, gid. Some people that have gid us before have, like, died. Do you know what I mean? When they were helping us down to a certain point. So, just saying,
Hey,
maybe you want to...
have you got a badger?
No.
Oh.
Why, is that essential to this mission? You need a badger?
No,
it's
no,
like a
not at all.
sacred
No,
badger
definitely
situation?
not. No way.
No, I'm just saying, if you've got a badger, it might lead to your badger dying.
Although I reckon
Are you saying you'd rather take it from here on your own?
Freya, why wouldn't they let the likes of you down there? What do you mean by that?
I ain't a worshipper of Phrasma. They wouldn't let me in that temple.
Well, neither am I.
Yeah, but you're with the priestess.
Yeah, taking on a contract
we're
with
being
them.
paid.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
I'll tell you what, I'll meet you back at the hotel in a couple of days when you're done with the job. You can give me my 10% then.
Cracking. See you then, Freya.
All right.
See you later.
Don't keep me waiting.
See you, Frazee.
Stay strong, stay safe.
You too, Short Sword. She smiles and then hobbles back off down the street. The priestess, Noricia, takes you back through the down market, back into the walls of Kaer Maga itself and underground, and leads you to the southern part of the city. This area is still heavily built up, more ramshackled certainly than Biss. It's not an industrial area. You can see there are lots of flags of the nation of Andoran flying around everywhere, and there are some slogans that say things like "No man a slave." You see a slogan, if any of you are familiar with the River Kingdoms, you see the River Law, "Say what you will, I live free," is written, daubed across some areas of it. And you don't see anyone leading, you don't see anyone in chains here. You've gotten quite used to seeing slaves around parts of the city, certainly around the down market area, but you don't see any around here. She leads you through these streets that are obviously quite buzzing. You can see there are sort of coffee shops and people talking excitedly. And you occasionally pass people on street corners giving impassioned speeches against slavery. And you see people taking collections along the street. You grasp, if you ask Valanthry about this, as you walk through, she tells you that the people at the bottoms have outlawed slavery, and that they frequently raise money and journey to down market to purchase slaves, which they then bring back here and immediately free. And that's how a lot of slaves in Kaer Maga escape their bonds. After a while of pushing through these crowds, you arrive at a huge Gothic-looking temple. It's made of black stone, has twisting spires going up to the top of the cavern. You recognise the banners immediately, Shania, as banners of Phrasma. All of these sort of swirling spiral symbol you're seeing around. She leads you up the steps, and one of they're called grave guards. So a man in dark armour and with a black cloak holding a spear steps forward to challenge them. She takes him aside and speaks to him quietly for a moment, and he nods and steps back. You walk past him and into the cathedral. The cathedral itself is sort of very Gothic inside. There's a lot of skull motifs around. There is definitely a sort of a feeling of death hanging over the place. You hear an unusual sound from your left as you're walking down the main sort of walkway of the cathedral. You hear a woman screaming from somewhere off to the left, and then, but not like it is a scream of pain, but not like a death rattle or anything like that. And a little while later, a few moments later, you hear the sound of a baby crying from there. So if Shania, you would know that Phrasma is also the goddess of birth, and that many women will go to the temple in order to have their babies delivered. You pass, as you pass by the altar, you go down a little side passage where there are some prisons. There are some barred cells to the start where you can see some people sitting by themselves. One of them just runs up to the bar and just bangs his face against the metal as you go past. He's an old man with just wizened old hair as he just stares at you going past and goes, "Death! Death! Death walks with you! There it goes! I see it!" Valanthe kind of pushes him back. Says, "Please, do not disturb the guests. Come."
We are not disturbed. It's not a worry.
I'm afraid this is the third face of Phasma. She is also the goddess of prophecy, but of insane prophecy. It is a fate that awaits those of us who follow Phasma. One day we will be gifted with visions, but we will end up like the elders here. She kind of gestures one to the prison cells, where one of them is just banging his mug up and down along the bars as you walk past it. We keep them here for their own safety, and so that their visions may help people. The ossuary is just this way. She takes you down a staircase, and then along a long passageway that looks ceremonial. It's wide enough for a number of people to walk side by side. You imagine it's used for coffins are probably carried along here. She takes you to a set of large iron doors and opens them, and you're suddenly hit with just a blast of cold air. And you realise that she's opened it out straight onto, you just see the sky in front of you. She's opened it out into the open air. The pathway continues, still paved, and with a railing going across it. But as she leads you outside, you realise, slightly to your shock, that you are on the side of the Storval Rise itself. You are walking along the cliffside on a path that runs along here towards one of the enormous carved stone heads. She leads you down a spiral staircase that goes down the side of the head and then around the front to its enormous open mouth, where she guides you through. Those of you who are brave enough to look over the side see the drop just dropping away hundreds and hundreds of feet down to the valley below where the river was where you first arrived. It leads you in through the mouth of the great stone carved god and into the ossuary itself. The level she leads you into to start with is incredibly clean and immaculate once you let it in there. She has to get you past several layers of grave guards. Each one she speaks to and they let you pass. You get the feeling that outsiders are very rarely permitted in here. These areas are incredibly clean. You can see that there are a lot of caskets lined along the walls everywhere you go. In many places there are actually bodies that are resting on slabs. They look freshly dead. They look almost as if they did in life. Which, Velda, would you like to make a Knowledge Arcana check?
Yes. That would be a 22.
These bodies are under the effect of a gentle repose spell, is what you imagine. So they are being magically preserved so as to not decompose. Many of them they're all wearing sort of jewelry or expensive looking clothing. She leads you down about 3 flights of stairs through floors that look exactly the same as this. If you've ever been to like an archive or something, it's like this. They're just going down level after level, and there's just row after row of these sarcophaguses and bodies laid out. They get down to the bottom floor. She takes you down a long corridor lined with corpses, until she gets to a wooden door that she opens and takes you into a section of it which is not quite so well managed. It's darker. There's a little bit of dust on the ground, and she takes you around to where there is a large stone door. There is a keyhole in this door. She tells us, "This is the part of the ossuary where the bodies have been disappearing from. This was the door that was opened. Beyond this lies the unexplored level." She takes the key and puts it in the lock and turns it. There's a distant sort of clunking, and then the stone door moves and opens. You can see the taste of stale air as it comes out of it. It is pitch black beyond. Remember, there is no mechanism to open the door from the other side. save for the chime of opening. It has 5 charges. Make sure you have 1 to get out. If you use all of them, you will need to find another way out of the lower levels. We will not open this door under any circumstances from this side. There is no way to know that it is you that is trying to get out. And there are things in the lower levels that should not be allowed into the city. If any of you have any wish to back out now, this would be the moment to do it. Beyond here, there is no return.
These
Save
torches.
unto yourself.
Sorry.
Please.
Are these torches on the walls? Are these ever-burning torches?
The ones in here, no. They are relit every day.
These last for 1 day? May I take one of these now?
You may.
Thank you.
Take a torch.
Who's got the health potions?
I was just about to say that.
Oh,
Yeah, we got 6, didn't we?
Right, we got 6.
I divvy them up, 1 each, and then an extra one to the squishy guy.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Who's the squishy guy?
That's you, sir.
You.
Oh, now out of character. I presume the bell, the chime, is an arcane device.
It is a magical item.
In that case, I will take the chime if no one else objects. I don't believe anyone else can use arcane devices.
Was it a light wound they gave us?
Yeah, these potions, were they
Yeah.
just light wounds, were they?
They are light wounds potions.
Alright.
Q.
Narissa.
Yes.
You got a map?
No. That is part of why you're going down here.
Yeah, I just thought
I think the clue then she said it was the unexplored level.
All right.
Just
All
pointing it
right,
out. Well,
Velda.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a bit nervous. I'm going to be honest.
It's okay. You've got me, Fulton Battlestone, and my great axe, and I'm gonna chop off all the zombies' heads.
Good. Like
Except
in
that's
that
the one
pit.
that you were looking after.
Well, no, that was I was caught by surprise.
Yes, and the friend one that Shania says the shuffles.
I mean,
yeah.
I chopped off that was there. Sorry about that, Fulton. Sorry, it just came
I'm
over
over
me.
it now.
Okay, good.
Yes,
all
I'll
right.
probably be standing near you, Caragor, if that's all right.
I've got you. I've got you, Velda.
Thanks.
You squishy purple man.
Do you see him?
Yeah, I see him.
You see all of us.
Wait, is that what you're asking? Do you want me to all?
I just,
No, don't do it. Just like off the top of me. I
No,
see
no,
you,
it's-
Danger Club. I see all of you. I see you individually. I see you there, Velda, quivering but actually quite dependable in battle. I see you, diplomat, chatter, soother. I see you, Fulton, making up for your amends with blood and rage and violence. I see you, Shania, angsty, maternal keeper of death that you are. I see the fucking Danger Club right here. I fucking see us. With that, Caragor nods at Narissa and steps forward into the darkness.
Okay.
Let's form up.
I go.
Is the
I walk in.
out of character? Is the door open?
Yeah, she's opened the door.
opened it
Oh,
up,
she's opened the door for
Yeah.
us.
As I
Well, that's
learned
nice.
from
Yeah,
that
we
by
are
the...
going in.
No, I'm
by
sure
the,
she said we had to use one to get in.
opened the
So
door.
No,
that's
to
very
get
clever.
out.
To get out, we used the
Yeah.
the
She
thing.
once you last Velda, you step into the darkness. The last one, lit. The only light coming from M's torch currently. She does this. Good luck, and she pushes
you.
the door closed. As the last crack of light disappears from it, you are reduced to only the light of the torch. You hear the clunk as she relocks it. And as you look at the door, you can see now you can't even see the join where the door was anymore. There is just a symbol of Pharasma carved into what looks, well, otherwise seems to be a stone wall almost.
Wow, this door is very magical.
First thing.
So Velda goes and stands in the middle of the group and says, "No, I'm sure I don't have to say this to everyone, but we should be highly suspicious of everything we see."
And Velda, you still got quill and paper, mate.
Oh yes, I do. Yes.
Great. Can you be making us a map as we go down?
Well, that's what a cartographer does. I can try.
I mean, just a rudimentary map, so we've got a
know,
rough
just
idea. of where
Lines
we've
and
been.
A
things,
line.
you know?
Like,
It's
you
not.
just-
Well, I'll try. It's not going to be very good.
Don't worry, mate. If it's beyond you, if it's beyond your capabilities as a master of the arcane, then I can get somebody else to do it. Do you know what I
I'll
mean?
do it.
Do a map. I think we should.
The arcane.
I also think we should leave some sort of trail.
But like what? Like I got no bread for crumbs.
Yeah, in case we
Yeah,
need to.
I'm full on elven bread.
In case we need to run back.
Still full. You ate 6 days worth of that bread.
Have we got anything we can use?
I think a map will suffice.
Yeah, we do not want to be necessarily followed by things either.
Yes, exactly.
Might draw attention. I think so maybe just a map.
Kraken, Velda, can you do that?
What?
The map.
The map. Yes, sorry. We talked about a lot of things.
And we're going to need your dancing lights at various different times.
A lot of things.
Okay, let's go.
All right,
We press into the darkness, yeah?
Should we? Wait. Now,
sword drawn, sword drawn.
Hang on a moment. Should we walk in silence?
Silence.
Are you making this a character thing? Are you actually doing this? You're actually going to...
36 episodes in.
Yeah, just all of a sudden.
I'm merely embracing my self-nature.
And also, no pranking about, okay?
Yes, definitely no.
That goes for you, Velda.
No, but I'm serious. We have no idea what might be in here, so would it be better to get the drive? Remember what happened on the half-light path?
Tiny idea of what's in here, but you know, it's not very nice.
Whispers to Fulton, were you just going to trip Velda up?
Hey, it was good.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I can see you, you know. I do have dark light vision. Yes, I see you pulling that face as well.
We just head to the most dangerous fucking place, and we're all just pissing about straight away.
Classic Danger Club.
So here's how this is going to go, right? Me and Shania are up front. I think we've got the best vision.
Yeah, okay.
Out the lot of us, right?
I have dark vision as well.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
You've not got low light vision.
No, dark vision.
I'm the only one with low light here.
Is it?
That's why I got the torch.
I was born in the darkness.
Yeah.
Molded by it.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't see the light until
You
I
were
was...
born in a dark. You were born in a very nice middle to upper class upbringing.
Yeah, you're right, actually, I was, yeah.
You told me it was dark, though. You said it was dark.
So,
the house was quite dark.
Club, can we just, for one bloody minute? So, me and Shania, right?
I can see in the dark as well.
And then Squishy Man in the middle, right?
Why would you stop calling me that?
Purple,
I am a master of the arcade.
squishy man.
Squishy.
And with him in the middle, we're going to get Torchbearer. That's Fulton, I reckon you should bring up the rear. Is that all right?
Aye, I'll bring up the rear.
Because as we go, I'll be checking for traps and that as well.
Can I make any sort of perception check? A perception check to see if I can see anything or find anything around us right now?
You don't really need to make a perception check to look around in this room. There's not very much to see. So you shine your torch around it. Definitely this area is not used. Like there's dust over everything. It's very different to where you... It's similar in architecturally to the area you just came out of. You can see there's a short passage which then ends with a stone spiral staircase that just drops through the floor ahead of you, going further down.
As we start moving, I'm going to do that sort of army style, you know, you see in those Vietnam movies where they're like, the person at the back sort of like, sometimes, circles around, looks behind them as they're walking back as well.
I was a fortunate dwarf.
He's watching us 6, yeah?
When I was in the Danger Club, I got bit.
Now wait, listen. I've been having a think about those zombies before. Yes, the ones with the pipes.
Are we walking as we're walking?
You only walk a few paces before you reach this spiral staircase, which appears to be it. So you start going down.
So as we're going down the staircase, Velda says, "Quietly, I've had a thought about those zombies, and I really don't think the arrows did anything. I'm going to be honest." I know you bought some fancy arrows, but I don't think that's the way to get them. I think slashing them or, whacking them, that seemed to do the most. But arrows might not be the best.
So your planning is whacking and slashing, yeah?
Well, with the whackers and slashers amongst us, yes, I think so.
All right.
But
I know we all whack and slash.
Well, yes, I know, but I know we also do a bit of shooting of the bows, but...
have you got any sort of slashy weapon?
No prodding?
No, but I have got magic, and the magic seemed to work quite well as well.
True, very true.
Why didn't you, buy a dagger or something?
Well, I'm just not very good with that sort of thing.
Or any scrolls that have some kind of fire.
Well, they're quite expensive.
What about turn on dead or something like that? What about holy symbol?
Well, I'm not religious.
Holy symbols on my body.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not really religious. I'm afraid I wouldn't know what to buy.
So useless then.
What? No, you just call me useless.
No, I mean I'm just you infer that you might be useless.
As you are making your way down the staircase.
Best conversation to have.
Just as you're done saying this, something drops from the ceiling above. So was hanging onto the bottom of the staircase. Effectively, you went under it. It waits for all of you to pass by and then drops on Fulton. What is your flat-footed armor class, Fulton?
It is 18.
Okay, that's good to know, because he got a natural 20. So he's going to roll to confirm. Does not confirm, but it is a hit. So, a creature that looks like sort of like a worm-like creature. It has a thick body. Its head ends in a sort of toothy maw, and then at the top of its body, at the bottom rather, the other end to the head, it spreads out into kind of a leathery kind of span, so like a big umbrella, like it can kind of parachute it down. With little claws, tentacle claws at the ends of all of it. It drops down and just bites onto the top of Fulton's head with its teeth.
Not my crown!
Protected by the
Bites into the crown.
Still,
Right,
There's this undead clown shoving behind me.
saved by the king of the carnival crown.
Dealing 10 points of damage.
Shit.
First attack, max damage, and it is going to attempt a grapple. It's not great. It's 15 against your CMD.
My is 16.
16. You managed to pull it off your head before it can get a grip, and it starts flapping around you. And we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh, gee, it's the first creature.
Oh no, that's good, but also bad. I rolled a natural 20, which means I'm not going to get one in combat. Oh no.
All right, who's got over 20?
Me, 22.
Wow, a lot of over 20.
Yeah.
What have we got? Who's got? What's what you got?
Velda got 21.
21. Caragor.
22.
Probably couldn't hear any of those ones. So that's right. 22.
That's right. I got 20.
You got a 20.
Fulton got 9.
Shania got 15.
All right. So we're going to have, if I got it right, Caragor, Velda, M, Shania, and then Fulton bringing up the rear. That's fine. You're only the one getting your face chewed.
Yeah.
You know, you're the most shocked of everyone. So, Caragor, now you are at the front of the party, are you? So you will be down and around the staircase, so you can't even see. Well, you can hear this from behind. The staircase, however, is only wide enough to go single file. So those who are at the front are going to be in trouble. Who is next before Fulton? Who is it?
Probably be.
So it was probably because Fulton's right at the back.
Fulton's right at the back.
So it's me next to Fulton.
So it's you next to Fulton.
Yeah,
so it's Caragor and so it's Caragor, then Shania, then Velda, then M, then Fulton.
I believe that is the case,
Okay,
yes.
cool. That M is in melee range of it,
yeah.
and Velda can see it. But Shania and Caragor, you are down around the bend. So yeah, it is quite hard for you to do it. Caragor, what would you like to do?
How much space is there on the stairs?
Like I say, it's about 5 feet wide, so it's only enough really to for one person. You can switch positions with people as a move action instead of gradually move up. But
I can't switch positions with, let's say, Velda.
not. You could use your full round to do that.
But I won't be able to attack.
But you wouldn't be able to attack in this round, no, and it would mean Velda was not able to see the creature either.
What about just shooting an arrow off the ceiling at an angle and hoping it hits the thing on Fulton's head?
I will let you try that.
Sick.
I'm going to do that.
All right, go ahead.
Can I study the target?
No, because you're not based on hearing.
Can't even see.
Come from the ceiling.
I knew what the answer was. I just wanted to see how outraged with me got when I suggested
Go on,
it.
make your ricochet shot.
Twang! Oh, it came out the dice tray.
Oh, and it wasn't good.
Do I count that? It fell out the dice tray.
Yes, you count it.
Okay, that's it's a 7 in total.
It's a 7 in total. You fire the arrow into the wall, and the arrow just breaks against the stone wall. You wonder why that would have worked.
I don't see it.
Velda, looking, literally just kind of peering back round the corner, you can see this thing just flapping around Fulton's head.
Oh, disgusting. Pew pew! And I'm going to Ray of Frost
Ray
it.
of Frost, go for it.
You knows it. Pew pew pew.
Any other spells? I've not got any other spells.
Well, I'm not going to use them on the first thing we find, this little flappy, leathery thing. That is a 19.
19 is a hit.
Yay! That will be a D4. It's 1 point of damage.
A single a single point of damage.
Yeah, pew!
It's pretty powerful. Alright, you blast the creature with a tiny ray of frost, dealing 1 point of damage. That's good. That's good. That's a good start. You know, not gonna.
I would also like to.
Yeah.
I would like to shout in response to Caragor's sort of statement. It's a weird leathery thing that's just dropped off the ceiling. Keep your eyes up.
Okay, you blast it with a ray of frost. You shout that, and then yeah.
Can I make a knowledge nature check maybe or dungeoneering?
Knowledge dungeoneering.
Knowledge dungeoneering.
Know what it
Can I
is,
employ your dice, please?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's knowledge nature. This one.
Not. Oh. Okay.
Knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature.
Have you got ranks in all the knowledges?
Yes. It is one of my core skills. Whoa!
It's a good roll.
Yes, it is a good roll. That would be 27.
27.
I know, it's our secrets.
It is a Darkmantle.
It's a Darkmantle.
So it's a creature that lives. It's a creature that lives on ceilings. It drops down and attacks things. It has no. It is not particularly strong. But if it takes you unawares, obviously it can be done. It would probably, most likely, try and latch onto somebody and try and gradually engulf them.
Ugh.
So
Just out of character, I swear I've heard of these in some old monster manuals back in the day, and are they like fucking horrific?
well, we'll find out.
They are. It's a classic trope, isn't it? Things flopping down with teeth.
Yeah, right.
What are we gonna
floppy
do?
teeth.
Well, the old 9-ring broadsword is in M's
Broadsword.
broadsword.
Is that like a sword, but it's manufactured by a
By
famous
Broad,
shaver
yeah.
company? Just get out, it goes.
It's got 4 blades, just and a little soft one,
All
just
right.
to rub the skin.
Yeah. Just to tidy up
Just
the
to
old
tidy up the old
sideburns.
tidy-
Aloe vera on the side, yeah. Hello.
The old 9-ring broadsword
The
is
old
in
9-ring.
M's hands, right? The old 9-ring. Here we go. It is an 18.
18 hits.
All right.
It's the best a half elf can get, isn't it?
4. 3. Very good. 3 points of damage.
No, I take that last comment back.
3 points of damage. Cool. That means it is its go.
Yay.
Cool.
It, for its action, rather than attacking, casts darkness. The whole corridor goes pitch black. The torch that you're holding goes out, and all of you are plunged into supernatural darkness. So even those with dark vision cannot see through it.
Right.
Shania.
Oh, right. Oh, crap, now I've got to do something.
That's the game.
Yep, that is the game. That is definitely the game. So I was thinking, I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I definitely know what I'm going to do. Then we got put into darkness, and now I definitely don't know what I'm going to do. Well, God, I guess I will... Okay. I've got a thing here. Gee, that's no use. It's a super exciting business. I got plunged into darkness.
Before
literally
you make your decision, I have good news for you.
What is it?
The darkness spell, which it used, this version of it, does not counteract dark vision.
Splendid.
So M is in a lot of trouble from this, unfortunately. But
Okay.
M, you can see nothing. Everyone else,
Cool,
you can continue to
yeah.
see.
Oh, well,
Everything
in that
kind of
case-
drops to sort of black and white because it's your dark vision. But yes, you can
Okay, so
still
like
see.
Predator style.
Yeah.
There's a change of stuff, but nothing really changes.
Yeah.
In that case,
didn't know that.
I level my heavy crossbow.
You cannot see it.
What? I can't see it.
You can't see
Yeah,
it.
he
You're
said
at the
start
front.
combat.
You're round the corner.
Ah, right. Okay. In that case, I shout, "What the fuck is going on?"
All right.
Cool.
That's it.
Fulton Battlestone.
Swing my grey tax at it.
Now you've missed a lot recently. Come on, is it time for a hit?
No, it isn't, Dan.
That's a natural fumble.
Is
What was the
Nat
second?
fumble.
What was the second to hit roll?
10.
Yeah, that's a
Mate.
It's
C20.
oh my god.
It's
all right.
Slashy. It's melee. So you provoke an attack of opportunity from all adjacent opponents.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's all right.
It's alright.
So it's just the one.
Just the
Not
one.
too
And you
bad.
have acted now, so you're not flat-footed anymore. Not. I think your AC is about the same.
Yeah, it's
Miss.
19.
So you just wave at it with your axe, but you're shocked with the sudden change of your vision, and you just clang the axe against the wall. It tries to bite you, and you jump back quickly and avoid its attack. So, oh dear, Caragor still out of range.
So, what kind of move action could I take that would get me in range?
Like I say, you could do a move action to if Shania is willing to switch places with you, you can take a move out. I'd like to take a move action to switch places, and then if Velda is willing to switch places with you, you can do that to switch places with him. With each step, because of how cramped it is, you're going to need a
5 feet. I could squeeze past the 5 feet of space.
For the sake of the rules of Pathfinder, everything is described as 5 feet, unless it is physically too small to move. But
So
you
what
cannot.
you're saying is Caragor can slip in between the rules.
I'm saying you need 2 move actions to replace Velda if both he and Shania are willing to step aside and let you through.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess I can't really do anything.
Okay.
James, what do you know? I mean, what do you think, James? What are you gonna do next turn?
Well, this is your turn. However, you've seen what I have done this turn, and that will probably be what I do the next turn if I remain in my place.
Okie doke. I'm gonna switch up with Velda if that is okay with Velda.
I think that's fine, yep.
Okie dokie. Is it like one of those cartoon things where I reach out, grab each other's head, and we just do the whoop, 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 whoop? yeah. You know, like the old switchy whoop, whoop.
Okay, you spend your turn kind of pushing your way past Shania and Velda, and you replace Velda in the middle of the party.
Thanks. And not a standard action, but a bonus action. I study that target.
Okay, yep, you can see it, and you can now study it. Can you study as a bonus yet? I think you need to. I think it's a
Is
move
it only a
action.
move?
It's a move currently. I think you need to be a little higher level before
Yeah,
it's a
cool.
before you get it as a bonus.
Cool, as I was then.
Just to clarify, I'm now... So it's now
So Velda, you now
Shania,
can't-
Velda,
Yep. So now Velda, you can't see the creature.
but it's Shania at the end.
Shania is at the front, yes.
Right,
So you're
got
not
it,
you're not
that's
staring into the abyss of death.
No. I just as I got it in my head.
Cool,
But
yeah.
otherwise, it really would have been like a whoop. That would
Yeah.
make no sense.
Okay. Do you want to do anything, Velda, while you're there, or are you going to?
It's not my go, is it?
It is your go now.
Oh, it's my go. Okay. And from my knowledge check, I didn't learn any weaknesses of this creature.
You did not learn any particular weaknesses, no.
Right.
You don't believe it has any particular strengths or weaknesses.
I will.
What's it going to be?
Well, I was wondering if you could sort of pass it down the line, so it's in the middle. Just chuck it at Caragor, and then we can all
Pass the parcel.
Yeah, past the creature, and then we can all have a crack at it. But in that case, I am not going to do anything.
Okay, that's
There's
fine.
nothing to
M. So you are in the dark. You think you know where it is, but you're not 100% sure.
Well, I think I know, so I'm gonna take a swing.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
All right, false turn.
Yeah, love that. All right, so I can take a swing in the same sort of place that I think it is. It is a 10.
10 total miss. You just swing in the darkness and you nearly hit Fulton. And just completely miss the creature. The creature attacks Fulton again. It's determined to carry away this dwarf and get some dwarfy meats, but he's not going to do it this turn because he only gets a 15. Fulton, your armor is just kind of keeping you, is about the only thing keeping you safe. If you were Velda right now, you would be Darkmantle food, but it's just on your arm, just kind of gumming away at your metal, trying to eat your the armor. Your new banded mail is holding firm. Shania, you're right at the front of the party now, so you're some distance away.
Like I said before, what the fuck is going on? But also at the same time, taking out the heavy crossbow, loading it with one of my new flaming bolts.
Cool. So you spend your round doing that. Fulton, come on. This is where we're going to do it. This is the one.
Yes.
That's 22.
22 is a hit.
Coolio.
Get that big D12 out.
I haven't actually hit anything for ages.
I'm not sure you've hit anything since Ilsurian. Like,
Yeah,
there have
I
been a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
combats, but
That is 9
9
points of
damage. Very nice.
Nice.
All right. You belt the creature with your axe and just take a huge section of one of the tentacles off it. It squeals and just spits blood and muck over you and just keeps and then flies into a panic, flapping around you. Caragor.
I study that target and I'll leap at it with my cutlass.
You cannot get into melee with it. You've got
Okay.
M in the way. You can do range, but
Okay, I study that target and I shoot it with my longbow.
all right. Go ahead, make your range attack.
Okay. Twang. 22.
22. Are you including the?
Study target.
Are you also including the -4 for shooting into melee?
No.
Okay, cool. I'll put that on.
So that's
so
back down to 18.
18.
Yep.
Exactly a hit.
Hey.
Roll your damage.
5.
5. You put an arrow straight into the center of its maw, and it just collapses onto Fulton's arm, and then down and lands there, lands twitching on the ground.
Well,
Is it dead?
Hey!
What the fuck is going on?
that was that then, wasn't it? I go over and retrieve my arrow from it.
Okay. And you out of the
Well
creature.
done, you wear it well.
The,
Mantle.
the
Is
crown
the,
and lion
I told you what the
hat
name
are
was.
Yeah.
looking quite chewed.
Is the light back?
Off you down.
Oh, wait.
It's got
Can
sort
you-
of some monster dribble
What
on
is it? What is it? What does my crown and my lion head look like? Is
It's fine, Fulton. It's all right.
Looks
Yeah,
like
it's
maybe you will not be able to take it off again.
just okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. You're still the king of
Dan,
the
is the
camel.
light back? Just
you will need to relight. You need to light a new torch or a lantern of some kind if you
Oh,
want to
right,
get some
okay.
light back.
I've got a torch, Em, if you want one.
I've got a few
tinder twig if you
myself.
want me to
yeah.
look.
What you got?
I've got a tinder twig if you want me to.
A tinder twig, so we can relight this torch.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to save the others.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, you take the tin twig, strike it across the wall.
Strike it off my stubble and my
Nice. And relight the torch from it.
Did I just hear you do that off your cheek?
chin. Yeah,
So badass.
I am.
Gonna,
I kicked the Darkmantle on the way out.
You all, from where you are, you all have to basically go back up the stairs a few steps so Caragor can kick the Darkmantle, and then you all go back down the stairs.
Another one falls down. Oh.
There's like 10 of them.
just as we're going off, Velda looks at Fulton and says, your crown looks like shit, but give it over.
I lean towards Velda.
And I cast Mending on your crown and on your lion's head, stuffed lion's head.
Is this a
I got you,
cantrip?
fam. And then the camera.
Is this a little cantrip? Or is this a
It is
spell?
cantrip, yeah.
Right, right.
Did you just say I got you, fam?
Yes.
Oh,
I got you, fam.
Something made me feel shiverful about
yeah.
this.
Don't. Oh, don't say that.
Cast Ray of
Finally.
Frost at Caragor.
After a bit of walking, having won your first fight in the Godsmith Ossuary, you make your way down. The flight of stairs finally ends and opens out into a large square room. Looking around, you can see that there are carvings all over the walls, which seem to be writing of some sort. There are 3 stone doors here. Huge heavy set stone doors, very similar to the one that you entered through. One to the north and then one each to the east and the west. Big sets of stone double doors. They are closed, and each of them is sealed with a symbol of Pharasma on the wall on each of them. The carvings and things appear to be letters and words and things.
Can I make a knowledge history check on
Yes,
the
you can.
carvings?
Go ahead, make a knowledge history.
So we're going to split up, right?
13.
13, you're not sure what they mean.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fascinating, but I don't know what these mean.
Should I make a sort of a knowledge religion?
Wait.
No, it'd be perception.
Club. Isn't this just some of the doors we need to use the old chime on?
Hey, we've got 3, and
Well, no, I know. I was just trying to read the writing.
Yeah, I can't read it either.
Okay.
can I make a perception check just to see in the ceilings?
Yeah, sure.
If there's anything out there.
Yeah.
16.
16. Fulton, you don't find anything. The ceiling appears to just be solid stone, but you do find mixed in one corner of the room something scrawled in common. It's still... The writing still looks old. You're not a historian, so you don't know, but it doesn't look as old as these carvings in the walls. It says, "My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest." Or is it the right? Is left right, or is it wrong? I don't know what that means, or why.
Guys, come over and look at this.
We
Look
read
what this
it.
fella's read it. Look,
So,
Fascinating.
has that got something to do with the doors there?
I think so.
So the heart beats on the wrong side of your chest. It normally beats on the left side of your chest. So does that mean if that's the wrong side, it would be the right side? So do we go through the right door?
Yeah. I'm going to say this is correct.
Wait, I think that was too easy. He says some other stuff here. He babbles, doesn't he? The thing is that if it's Phasma and that, they're about insane prophecies. So something in there is going to be right, but they're going to be a bit mental about it.
Velda would just like to read that again. If I could just... Could you read that out?
Yes, please.
My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest. Or is it right? Is left right, or is it wrong? I don't know what it means, or why.
I think this is right.
I think you go on the left.
Ooh, okay.
Hang on, wait.
Because it says the heart beats on the wrong side of the chest. Or is it
Right.
right?
Yeah, which would be the right again.
Which is left. Read it again. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you what I mean.
My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest. Or is it right? Is left right? Or is it wrong? I don't know what it means or why.
Is
he
left,
means about left.
Is left right,
Yeah,
or is it wrong?
Does he mean left correct?
Yeah.
Not the right side.
What he's saying is, the riddle is saying, my heart beats on the wrong side of my chest.
The right.
Or is it right?
The right.
Is left right?
The right.
I agree with them. I
So
think we
what
should go
they're
left.
saying, I think that it beats on the wrong side of my chest, but is left the wrong side. That's what they're saying.
I'll tell you what. Us four have had a think about it. We've come to different conclusions. I think the master of thinking should probably resolve it. What do you think,
Yeah.
Elder?
Yeah, okay, yes.
You're the thinky man.
You make
Well,
the decision. You are the last to choose.
Let me make an... So can I make a knowledge nature check just to categorically know which side of the chest the heart is?
Okay.
That's not bad. A 15.
15. In a human, the heart beats on the left.
So in a human, the heart beats on the
What
left.
is there a... What is the race of the thing that's on the floor?
There is nothing there.
Oh,
There's
there's
no
nothing
font or
there.
anything, no,
So-
it's just writing. So somebody has been here at some point and has written something, but you don't know where they went off.
Felder, can you do some like reverse calligraphy and try to ascertain the race of the person that wrote this? Maybe we could all have a go, actually.
I could do.
That is linguistics. You need to be. I'm going to say you need to be trained in it to even try that.
Fair enough, I'm not.
Let me have a look. I
That
am
is
trained in
really
linguistics.
hard. But yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, 18.
18. Don't know.
Don't know. And I am trained in linguistics, so it's very difficult.
But ascertaining the race of the creature that wrote a piece of text. Very
Can I
hard
ascertain,
to
though, from it, was the writing written in hurry? Or was it a hurried writing, or was it a sort
It
of...
doesn't look like it's not kind
Was it
of
sort of
like
panicky
drums
or-
in the dark. They are coming. It looks kind of I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not finished. Obviously, it seems to trail off. So maybe whoever was writing it was part of a group and then got up and left.
Why were they writing it on the wall?
But they were.
Maybe it's for people that came in here again. I reckon it's a different race, maybe not human, and it's somebody has a beating heart somewhere else.
Why would you?
Felton,
what's the
I think it's
evidence
a double
for that?
bluff.
I just think it's one of the. It's too easy to. If it's a human, then we obviously know that.
Well, obviously
your
not,
heart
because
beats
we are
on the
basing
left.
it on that, and we are in disagreement. Yeah.
But all they're saying is they don't know what side of the heartbeat is the wrong side, but they're feeling it in the left-hand side.
But we're also assuming...
So we should go left.
We're also assuming that this has something to do with the doors. We don't know if it's
Yeah.
got something to do with the doors at all. Might not be anything at all about the scrawlings of a madman.
Exactly. Why would anything mean anything? But here we are in front of doors, and they're talking about left and right. We have to make a choice. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you agree about this?
I'd say left.
I say right.
I'd say left.
I'd say right.
Go on,
Velda.
Velda.
Oh. Velda could just say straight on and screw it all.
My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest. Or is it right? Is left right?
Is left the right side? So they're confused.
Yeah, exactly.
As to if left is the right side, because they're feeling the heartbeat on the left, but they're not sure if that's the right side that you're. Do you see what I mean? That's what they're saying.
I think right.
You think right?
I mean, it could be wrong. Don't know.
All right, you have the casting vote. Let's
If
go
it says
right.
my heart beats on the wrong side of my chest, then it would be on the right.
But I think that's too obvious.
But they're saying that they're confused about whether it's supposed to be the left or the right. But they're saying that they're feeling the beat on the left. But they're wondering about. But if you want to go right,
I mean, I think
right.
it's pretty clear that the person who wrote it isn't exactly sure.
And therefore, all we can do is go with the gacha, and we are 3 for the right, 2 for the left.
we're going for the right.
One more time. Velda, read it out again.
Right.
One more time.
All right. Read it one more time. My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest. Or is it right? Is left right, or is it wrong? I don't know what it means or why.
Even if the left is right, it's still saying that left is wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
No,
what
it's
it
not
says.
saying that. They're saying,
Is left right?
Is
yeah,
that
so they're
right?
confused
Or
about.
is it ro-
It's just someone that
Everything
doesn't know.
says that it's wrong.
It's just someone that doesn't know what side of the heart it's supposed to be. They're confused.
No, he
They're
makes
saying,
two confirmed things. He's sure about the right side, he's sure about the right side, then he's not sure about the left side. That's the three things in that.
He says right is right twice, and left is wrong maybe
Yeah.
twice.
I think we're getting.
He
different
sounds
things
more
from-
consistent with the right than he does with the left.
I understand what M's talking about. I think it's more talking about right as in correct rather than right side.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
So he says the right is right twice, and then he says is left correct. He says right is right, quite pronounced,
no,
and then the second.
I'm not sure because he says my heart beats on the wrong side of my chest.
There we go.
And then he
So
says,
it's right.
but then he says, or is it wrong? And he refers to the wrong side of the chest.
Which would be the right.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. Whoever wrote this doesn't know that.
Why are
That's
you
what we're
so
saying. Because of what he's saying.
What we can go on is go on in the sentences that we have here, and we've got super.
But this is the thing. But this is the confusing thing, Carrigal. I accept your logic. My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest, or is it right?
Right.
Is left right, or is it wrong? So it would seem to indicate because the heart beats on the left-hand side.
But the opening bit that doesn't specify what is it. The first bit of that sentence it says what
My heart beats on the wrong side of my chest.
exactly. So it doesn't specify which side. So it could be a different race. So it doesn't beat on the left hand
Yeah,
side.
I mean, it could be a ghost that doesn't have any anatomy whatsoever. It could be another from
could
a
be a
different dimension.
splotch,
It
or
could be
a
just.
fucking
It could be an
scene.
ink. It could be
Let's
nothing.
go left.
If we're
It might not
basing
have-
it on
Left.
nothing, we might as well take it all apart. But if we're basing it on what we think is a human or a humanoid, then most of them have got their heart in the left side of the chest.
Let's go left.
On your left.
What do you think, Velda?
Either way, I think. I mean, it could be nothing to do with these doors.
Heart beats on the wrong side of my chest. Or is it right? Indicating that their heart is beating on the left. Is left right?
Makes
Or
a
is
decision,
it wrong?
Velda.
But I did, and then everyone decided discussing
No,
it again.
no, we didn't. You did.
So-
So now we say,
okay.
let's go to the right. So it's 3 to the right, right? Okay. And
Richard
Shania
O'Brien starts
goes
playing
to
a
the right.
harmonica tipping off the hallway.
Shania goes to the right.
Okay, Shania, you go to the right. It's made of stone. It doesn't open. You need the-
And
So-
we open the fucking door.
Velda's got
I
that.
say he's got the deciding vote. So left or right, Velda? Last chance.
There is a door in the middle, isn't there?
There is a door in the middle.
There's a door in the
yes.
middle.
Maybe it could be the middle.
Why do we go middle?
Fuck's sake.
I knew I shouldn't have driven a wedge between you guys when you had to choose a
Come
door.
on, let's make a decision.
Fuck
Because
it, why not the middle?
Yeah, because
Well, you've got to sing. Let's go in the middle then.
middle it is.
What do you think, Carrigal?
I mean, still think it's the right, but up to you, mate.
So I think
got
the,
the-
I think the
All
middle
right.
will be filled with death.
left.
You've got the chime.
Left. Who wants to go left? Me and M.
Connie,
Who wants to go middle? Nobody wants to go middle. Who? You want to go middle?
No, let's go right. I will go to the
All
right.
right, let's go
And
right.
Right, it is.
and I ting the chime.
Okay, well, you bang knock the chime against the seal.
There's just a huge fucking beating heart behind it. Edgar Allan Poe, like.
The chime rings out around the room for a moment, sending a clear note echoing around the hall. And then the seal or phasma begins to glow in front of you. The doors slide aside, revealing a dark passageway ahead. And as you're about to step forward, somewhere echoing off in the darkness, you can't tell if it's from this door or the door behind you, or just somewhere out in the catacombs, you just hear a boom, boom, boom. And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Oh, shit.
That was riveting
Should've gone
audio
left.
for the people to
Lefty,
Lefty.
They are coming. They are coming.
Shit, bro.
Literally, just give one choice and don't say what the stakes are.
I see where I agree with Colin though. I think